There are no facts to dispute before this court. I see no evidence that has the needed personal subject matter jurisdiction. The state is a fictitious plaintiff. The state of isn't here to testify. No injured man or woman is present before this court to provide firsthand knowledge. I am acting as surety for the named principal to contest jurisdiction. I am aware this is a taxable event and an excise tax is owed, and I want to be in compliance with the IRS code.
Probation will be a waste of time in this matter, so I will revoke and remand you to serve your sentence, take her into custody.
All right. $1,200 every minute I'm in jail.
All right, guys. We've got another sovereign citizen disaster in court today. This time, it's a woman who violated her probation because of drug use. And instead of using common sense and getting a public defender, like any sane person would, she decided to be a legal mastermind and represent herself. Yeah, you can probably guess how well that's going to go. But here's the thing. I don't actually think she's a real sovereign citizen. To me, it seems like she just grabbed one of those nonsense scripts off the internet and ran with it. What do you guys think? Is she actually buying into this, or is she just trying to game the system? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoy content like this, don't forget to like and subscribe. Now, let's dive in and see how this one plays out.
For the court today on a probation violation hearing. And it's the intent of the defendant at this time to stipulate. And I do believe there's a agreed sentence, as you would say in this case.
All right. Ms. Clark, you've heard the announcement of your attorney. Is that what you want to do? Admit to the violations?
No, actually, I'm going to make a motion for my attorney to withdraw. I got this myself.
Oh, okay. What's the reason for that?
I just want to represent myself.
Okay. All right. Well, somebody give her a waiver of attorney form. Okay. It's muted for some reason. All right. Well, I've already gone over these rights with you, so you should understand them, but you have the right to hire your own attorney. If you can't afford to hire an attorney, I've already appointed one. You qualified. You do have the right to represent yourself as well. And that's what you want to do today?
Yes, sir.
All right. If you want to waive your right to an attorney, when we do this, you have to follow the rules of procedure and evidence, just as if you're an attorney. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Has anyone promised you anything or threatened with anything to get you to waive your right to an attorney?
No, sir.
All right. Looks like you've already signed it and sent it in here. Did you understand this form you signed?
Yes, sir.
I'll accept your waiver and allow you to represent yourself. All right. Are you wanting to stipulate to the violations, or do you want a contested hearing?
I'm going to contest it.
All right. Mr. Hollis here.
Yes, Judge, I can grab them real quick.
Okay. Okay, state has the burden. Any opening statement, Mr. Marcinski?
No, sir. Thank you.
All right, Ms. Clark, any opening statement?
No.
Well, there goes any chance she had at actually defending herself. Honestly, I'm surprised she hasn't started spewing one of those ridiculous sovereign citizen scripts. You know, the ones where they claim the court has no jurisdiction or that they exist outside the law. But hey, at least we're spared that nonsense. Here's the thing, though. An opening statement is crucial. If you're defending yourself, this is literally your one chance to set the tone, explain your side, and at least try to convince the judge you're not completely out of your mind, skipping it or messing it up. That's basically saying, yeah, I've got nothing. If you're going to represent yourself, at least say something. Let me know what you guys think so far, and let's dive back in.
All right. State may call this first witness.
Thank you, sir. The state would call Court Service Officer Christopher Hollis. Sir, will you please state your name for the record?
Chris Hollis. I'm a court services officer.
In that job occupation, were you assigned the supervision of a Miss Ashley Clark? That supervision being for an endangering a child underlying 12-month sentence?
That is correct.
On May 18th of this year, 2023, did you test Ms. Clark for the presence of drugs?
Yes,
And what was the result of that UA sample from Ms. Clark?
it was positive for methamphetamine.
So her UA was positive for methamphetamines, and she also, in response to that positive UA test, signed in a statement of admission of using methamphetamines.
That's correct.
Did you order her to report on June 2nd, 2023?
I did.
And did she appear on that day?
She did not.
Has she appeared or reported to you since that time?
No,
Sometime after May 24th of 2023, were you advised by local authorities of her being arrested for a new crime?
yes, and I did. I received that, and apparently she has new charges.
To your knowledge or to the notes, did Ms. Clark ever report that negative law enforcement contact with your office?
No, she did not.
That will be my questions for Mr. Hollis at this time, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, Ms. Clark, do you have any questions for Mr. Hollis?
No,
All right, do you have any further evidence or witnesses, Mr. Marcinski?
Not at this time, Your Honor. I do not.
All right, Ms. Clark, you have time to, now it's your turn to present any evidence if you want to. Do you wish to present any evidence?
right now I see no evidence. This has the needed personal subject matter jurisdiction.
If you want to present any evidence, do you want to present any evidence?
Does anybody else feel even a little bad for this girl? I mean, yeah, she's a criminal and probably not the best person, but watching her embarrass herself like this in public is straight up uncomfortable. It's just cringeworthy. But then again, I really don't feel that bad. She literally had an attorney sitting right next to her for free, and she still chose to throw away her only shot at real legal help. Like, why do these sovereign citizens think like this? What's the logic here? It makes no sense to me. Her attorney was just chilling, sipping his coffee, probably thinking, "Welp, I tried." And now she's about to get hit with the hammer. Let me know. Do you guys feel even a little sympathy for her, or is she getting exactly what she deserves? Let's dive back in.
No? Okay. Well then, closing argument, Mr. Marcinski?
Your Honor, at this time, the state believes it is shown by a preponderance of the evidence that Ms. Clark is in violation of her probation and conditions of probation imposed by the court therein. The state's going to ask that you find that she is in violation of that probation. The state would point out that this is a misdemeanor probation for endangering a child. Therefore, Ms. Clark is entitled to no graduated sanctions, intermediate sanctions, or other relief as set forth by the legislature on felony probations. Due to the litany of violations, the continued drug use, the failure to follow through with her treatment requirements, the state believes that she's shown that she's not amenable to probation and would recommend the court revoke and remand her to serve her underlying sentence.
All right, Ms. Clark, closing argument?
There are no facts to dispute before this court. I see no evidence that has the needed personal subject matter jurisdiction. The state is a fictitious plaintiff. The state of isn't here to testify. No injured man or woman is present before this court to provide firsthand knowledge. I am acting as surety for the named principal to contest jurisdiction. I am aware this is a taxable event and an excise tax is owed, and I want to be in compliance with the IRS code.
Okay. It'll be the order and judgment of this court. Well, first of all, I'll make my findings. The state's shown by preponderance of the evidence that you violated probation in this case using methamphetamine around the 18th, as evidenced by the 18th of May this year, as evidenced by the positive UA and the admission. Also find that you failed to report in violation of probation as alleged. That would be the June 2nd, 2023 date. You failed to successfully complete outpatient treatment at Summer Mental Health as ordered by the court. So I find you violated probation there as well. You also failed to report law enforcement contact within the business day in violation of the orders of probation. You have violated, it does in a very substantial way, I will go ahead. It appears as if probation will be a waste of time in this matter, so I will revoke and remand you to serve her sentence, take her into custody.
All right. $1,200 every minute I'm in jail.
$200 for every minute she's in jail. Seriously. This sovereign citizen actually thinks she deserves to be paid after violating probation, endangering her child, and just being an all-around terrible parent. The delusion is unreal. Honestly, I take back what I said about feeling bad for her. When you break probation and put a kid in danger, jail is the least of your worries. She 100% deserves to be locked up. And that snarky little comment she made before getting arrested, that should have gotten her hit with contempt right then and there. It wasn't a direct threat, but it was way out of line, and no judge should have to deal with that level of disrespect. These sovereign citizens really think they can just invent their own laws. Like, no, lady, you don't get a paycheck for serving time. You're not some wronged hero fighting the system. The only thing you're owed is a one-way ticket to finishing your sentence. Now that we've seen this chaos unfold, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Does she have any chance of getting out of this mess, or is she completely screwed? And do you think she'll actually get that $200 per minute? Spoiler, no chance. Make sure to like and subscribe for more. Wild courtroom moments. I appreciate you guys. Take care.